back once again. What's up, everybody? It is Talent Tuesday, and it is a great day indeed, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right.
No, I can't hear you, but so loud.
You can't hear me?
Wait a minute.
Since when have anybody ever had a problem hearing me?
I don't know. Maybe we should adjust your microphone. Say something now.
Check.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
All right.
What's up, Mr. London? I see you in the chat. Did you send me a song that has a Days Like This sample in it? Because I took it out. I took it out of the rotation for tonight. Sorry. We need to talk about that. Renee Melendez caught it, but it was late in the day, so I didn't have time to get with y'all and see what was going on. What's up, Dad? Shout out to my dad, Uncle DLB, in the chat.
What's up?
All right, let's get this party started. It is Talent Tuesday. I'm Kelly Spencer. I got my
DJ S to the P, not the I, but the N.
DJ Spen is in the house. We have some wonderful music for you tonight, and we have some amazing judges, and I hope you producers brought your A game because we are not playing with you tonight. This is actually our last show before we go on our summer hiatus for a few weeks, so I don't know what to tell you, but I hope the music is on point because the judges are not going to hold back. First up, we have the legendary. I mean, he is a legend, right? Iconic, real, legendary. What other words?
Like stupid legend. Like the fact that he's taking the time to be with us is like
amazing.
Yeah.
He's worked with Madonna.
Yes.
He is an iconic DJ from New York.
Yeah.
He is iconic.
I don't know, man. This
That's
guy.
the word. He's a prolific producer.
I was a child listening to this dude's records.
So what you're trying to say? He's old?
No, because he looks younger than me.
Exactly. So let's not even talk about how old you were. Let's just say he's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, put your virtual claps together for Jellybean Benítez. He is in the house. What's up, Jellybean?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, thank you for joining us.
Oh yeah, I've watched a bunch of times, and I thought it would be fun to do. And when I was asked, I said sure. I haven't been on Twitch in a few weeks, so now I can say I've been on Twitch.
Now you can say you've been on Twitch, and I hope the producers are ready, and I hope you give them some honest feedback. We're not here to tear anyone down, but we really like to give the producers some professional feedback. So we're so happy and excited to have you on tonight.
Great.
All right.
Is
Mr. Stingily in the house?
I believe
Coming
Mr.
in from
Stingily is
Chi-Town?
Yeah, and he and I called him at the last minute.
Is he?
Wait a minute. No, he's not on yet.
He's not on yet?
Yeah, you may as well move
on. All right,
on
well,
to Sean.
let's move on
I
to...
don't see him yet anyway.
Okay, well, let's move on to... He's really one of the family. Yeah. Another New York legend in his own right. The first ever, and I gotta get it straight. The first ever executive vice president of dance music promotions at any record label ever.
Yeah.
There was never ever one. He's worked with all the big names we know. He has taken songs straight to the top on the Billboard charts.
Yes.
But he's like family to us.
Yes, he is.
Bobby Shaw, what's up, Bobby?
Hello, family. Yeah,
Bobby, I'm mad I'm not going to see you because you're going to be in Croatia for Defected, right?
that is correct.
Oh, so you'll be hanging out with Spen, but I'll be there for Sunset Beat, so I won't get a chance to see you.
I'll just stay.
Just stay. Well, I can always get on a train and come to see you. You're just right up the road. So
I know I'll see you in September, and then I'll see you in October.
Yes, you will. It's always good to have you on, Bobby.
You know, it's funny because when I was a young kid, I used to listen to Spen.
Yeah, in your dreams.
I did. Guess what? When I was a kid, I used to go to the roller skating rink, and DJ Spen was the old DJ in there. So yes,
the old DJ.
The old DJ in the roller skating rink.
I'm going to say this right now. I do know the guy who books Rockefeller Center skating. Maybe Spen will come up and play. Should I try to?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That would be fun.
Work it out.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, work it out. I can play some roller skating records, a little something.
Yeah.
Now the possibility is that I will see you before September.
All right. Well, as always, we look forward to your honest feedback. It's really nice for us to do this platform and give these producers some professional critique of their music. So glad to have you both on. We have another guest judge joining us tonight. He's not on yet, so we're going to just go and just say a quick hello to our team. The man, the myth, the legend. Where is Tommy Davis?
He's around.
Coming from around the corner in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes.
Tommy, hey Tom.
Hey, girl.
All right, Tommy, you ready? We got Jellybean, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, woo.
And the shaman, that's my original shaman.
Yes.
I got a special shaman.
You say shaman. You say shaman like it's Charmin, like it's toilet paper. So yeah, all good.
All right. So everyone knows Tommy Davis. He's the co-founder of Quantize Recordings. He's the managing director of Unquantize. I'm rocking my Unquantize gear today. And for those of you that will be joining us in London, I know many people in London have been asking us, when are you bringing Tommy Davis over? Mm-hmm. Tommy Davis will be joining the Quantize crew. He will be in London
ready
for our party at the Ministry of Sound. So get ready. Hold on to your hats, your wigs, your undergarments, and all of that. Because right. Tommy Davis always brings it, and it is no joke. So get ready. All right, who else? Is Mike Freak in the house?
Yes.
All right, speaking of managing directors, we have the managing director of our newest label, Q, or Q3, if you want to call it that. Mike Freak, what's up?
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Mike Freak, you were rocking the house at, Club Flash in D.C. this weekend, representing our labels. Nice party going on in D.C. Glad to have you as always, Mike.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. So I'm glad to have everyone on see you guys.
Well, we're glad to see you. And speaking of seeing you, Mike Freak will be going across the pond with us as well, and he will be at our Decadence party. So please get your tickets. If you don't have your tickets yet, I don't even know if the early birds are still on or what's going on, but tickets are on sale now for the Decadence party. Just go to the MySoul site. Our partners, MySoul, have got our tickets up already. So join us October 16th.
Correct.
At the Ministry of Sound, celebrating our 10-year anniversary. All right, Mike Freak will be in the house, and DJ Renee Melendez will be in the house. DJ Renee Melendez, what's up?
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing?
All right, you ready for some good music, Renee?
I am. I also grew up listening to Jellybean as well. Since I was a little girl.
Let me let all the DJs have a fan moment for a minute. They're having a fan moment. It's okay. Go ahead.
I agree with Bobby Shaw that we do need to get Spen up to Rockefeller Center. That's worth the 4.5-hour ride.
Okay, well, that sounds good to me. That sounds fun.
All right,
that
let's
sounds
see if
fun.
we can make that happen.
All right, Candace McKenzie, are you in the house? She better be, because Candace is behind the scenes making all of this stuff work. Our head of A&R, Candace McKenzie, Duchess of Margate. Hey, Candace.
Thank you. I'm dying in Margate right now. It's so warm, or so hot.
I forgot. It's hot over there.
All right,
Heat wave.
Let's check and see if we got Mr. Stingily.
And Candace
around.
McKenzie will be performing as well at the Ministry of Sound. The whole team.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Going to be a lot of fun.
Mr. Stingily.
Do we have Chicago in the house?
See if he...
Yes, we do. I think he is.
He's here.
He's here.
He's on
The question
screen.
is, can he hear us?
You know him from the anthem, Devotion. You know him from 10 City. Mr. Byron Stingily.
Who is
vocalist
frozen.
extraordinaire.
I think he's frozen.
What you doing, Byron? All right. You know, those Chicago people sometimes got to take a minute.
have problems with Chicago people.
We always have problems with the Chi-Town family.
But we'll figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out. Is that everybody? Did I
think
get
that's everybody.
All right,
yes.
we're going to roll on, everyone. What's up, Twitch fam? Saying hi to DJ Ray Vasquez. What's up? We need to talk about that song you submitted with that sample in it. DJ Tron Blaze, what's up? What's up, everybody? Sidecar, Tracy Stevens, our graphics designer
What's up, Tracy?
extraordinaire, is over there on Twitch. And shout out to Chris Van Buren. Starting with the very first song for tonight. What is it called?
It is called Disco Magic, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh, Lord. Here y'all go. Now, you got Jellybean Benítez and a song called Disco Magic. I hope you're bringing the magic, producer. Stick with us, fam. It's Talent Tuesday. my mic was hot.
I told you that you could go.
All right, that was track number 1, Disco Magic. I'm giving it I left my strobe light upstairs, so I'm going to give it my little golden buzzer. And I want to say 1 second, one minute. I just want to talk to the producer. This is your last time on Talent Tuesday, because when you started, when we have signed a record with you.
Several.
And you have gotten better, because some of your other stuff I do not like. But this one, I'm going to tell you, you've gotten better, and I want to know about this record because it sounds so good to me. I want to hear the experts weigh in on the technical aspects, but I was dancing to it, and that's all that matters to me, in addition to, do I think I can sell it? And the answer is yes. So let's get right into this. Let's hear from Jellybean Benítez. Where's my notes? Jellybean, talk to me. Do you like the sound of this record? What do you think about the production?
I really, really liked it. From the very beginning of the groove, it just caught my ear, and it's definitely something I would find myself playing. I like all the sort of piano riffs and the jazzy parts of it. At some points it gets a little busy, but that could just be the speakers I'm listening to right now. So I'd like to hear more definition in some of the parts, but that's just my personal taste and opinion. But I believe you definitely have something here.
Okay.
The vocal, I had a little difficulty hearing exactly what they were singing, but I definitely felt it. So I really liked it. I would love to listen to it again. I don't know if it's finished, but it's definitely something I could play. I definitely hear that there could be some work done to it to make it better. But I think we have enough right now that you guys should sign this thing.
All right.
If you haven't already.
Yes, spoken. So if you had to give it a score between 1 and 10, what would be your score on this one?
An 8.5.
All right, that is not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Is Mr. Stingily finally with us?
I think he is.
Byron?
I think.
Can you hear me? Can we hear him? Is the question.
Well, he has sign language. Okay, all right. So at least you can hear us. What did you hear the record?
Did you hear the first one, Byron?
Nod your head.
He loved it.
Sign
Is that a
language?
love?
I don't know.
That looks like
Is
a
it
hug.
love? Okay, give it on a scale of 1 to 10. Show me your fingers. Is it a 10, a 7,
9.
a 6? What is it? Man, he's on a delay.
He's really delayed.
Yeah, he's really
I wonder
delayed.
what he's on. A phone,
I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna come back to him.
Candace,
All
maybe
right.
we can have him refresh and see if he can get back in.
Yeah, that might be.
And get
part
it
of the
going.
problem.
So let's jump over to Bobby Shaw. Bobby, talk to me, because I know lyrics matter to you. I know sound matters to you. So talk. Tell me what you think.
I loved it. I thought it had massive feel.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the same vein, let's say, as Ain't That Enough for You, John Davis and Monster Orchestra. I would sign this record in a bloody second.
Wow.
Wow. Let's see. I would give it a 9.5 because nothing's perfect.
Okay. All right.
Is that the highest you've ever scored a record on this show?
I think so.
I don't know, but it's pretty much up there.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever given a 10, but that's pretty high from Bobby Shaw's.
Because, then when there's a 10, there's nothing to, make
That's right. There's nothing better.
Perfect. Nothing.
All right. We are off to a good start.
Right.
Tommy Davis, what do you think?
Wow. This is the first, I think, in Talent Tuesday, the first disco record they said was disco. And
I
it
know.
sounded like a disco record.
I've been looking for disco for so long, and here it is, Tommy.
I loved it. I mean, if I had any critiques, it would be kind of in the movement and arrangement. Even disco records had got to a break. it got to certain things, that happened. Even though disco didn't have any formal rules like we do today. Now we need everything to go a certain way and all this kind of stuff. But back then, a disco could go 10 minutes and do nothing.
Yeah.
So this this was interesting, just to hear the kind of weekend two-step kind of background vocals, kind of pre-chic vocals like with the girls.
Could you hear the vocals? Because I heard something about an illusion, but I couldn't hear all.
Sounded like it said Mr. Magic, something. Well,
I heard it something about an illusion. Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering.
I love the live instruments, and it had everything in it. It had everything like a disco record. I was in here going hoo 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 hoo. It's like yes. So I really 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 liked it. I do think it could use some more, let's say, modern things to happen, because now the dance floor, their staying power is different than it was then. They're a little bit critiqued, and they're kind of real picky, and everybody is a critique on the dance floor. So we would have to kind of coax the mix to make it so it'll be dance floor appealing to the new dance floor, because unfortunately those disco people are not here. I mean, it's just a few of us, but so I give it an 8.
All right, an 8 from Tommy Davis. Not too bad at all. Let's go over to Candace McKenzie. Candace.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, I really like it. I like the piano. I wrote down, I like the fact that it's a bit jazzy. It's very uplifting. I don't dislike the vocals, but I can take them or leave them. I don't really mind. And like Tommy said, I don't really remember there being a breakdown. And I think that if there was a breakdown, it was just would have kind of just added like another dimension to the track. Just made it a little bit more interesting, because it just sort of goes along. But I really liked it, and I will give it a 8.
All right, 8 from Candace McKenzie as well. Let's jump over to Renee Melendez.
Hey, so I really like this. This gave me a vibe of CJ and Company, TSOP, and Chic kind of all rolled together. So I'm gonna give it an 8. The poll scored it at 75% yes.
All right, 75% yes. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more.
I thought it was going to be more, but Twitch, it depends on the night, and if we have, people who are more, leaning towards, house and deeper sound. So okay, but that's still not bad. All right, let's check in with Mike Freak.
Yeah, I'll give this one a 6.9. Perfect one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Could you do something with this?
So, like right now, I was like checking one of the top songs on Beatport. It's a disco tune. So this is kind of pretty relevant to the sound that the kids are listening into. So, yeah, this is.
All right, let's see what people on Facebook love to. Mike, what? Oh, you gave the score. Listen to this, Mike. I'm reading the Facebook comments. Let's see, because these people always.
Yeah,
let me make sure I don't have to ban anybody. Okay, so Eduardo Fernandez. Hola, Eduardo. He says it's a reboot of Shack Attack, Mr. Manic, and Sister Cool. Tim, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. He must be from Amsterdam. Did nobody recognize the James Brown piano riff?
Of course,
if he played it himself, respect, but then why copy a famous one? Well, I mean, there's arguments for that both ways.
Yeah, right.
What's up, Andre Blackman? He says, this is jamming to me. It has a nice groove. I can see this shaking up the dance floor. All right, so, I mean, I think we got some interesting comments over there. So, what do you think?
That is rocking. Period. It's rocking. It's good. It sounds like a disco record. Yes, it's got some familiar riffs all the way around. I think even the bass line is familiar. It's almost making me wonder.
New under the sun, really.
Right. It's almost making me wonder if this is a sample based thing. However, I don't know. I mean, based on what I'm hearing, it's good. I give it a 9. It's really good. It's good.
9? All right. I'll have to. I don't know if the producer is in the chat. I'll have to check in with them and learn some more about this one. All right. Should we move on to the next one?
Yes, let us move.
What happened with
on.
Byron? Did we ever get Byron?
Did we get Byron? Wait a minute. Yeah, did we get Byron back?
We have to. What we should have. I wish Byron was on at one of our festivals. I would love to have a live.
Oh, we'll
PA
have
from
him. Don't you worry about that. That's coming soon to a theater near you.
Okay.
Byron, can you give us a number? At least with your hands, kind of like put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh, wait a minute. I see. Oh.
A
8.
9. That's
8.
a 9.
Is that an
Honey,
8?
that's a 9.
That's an 8.
No. 5 plus 4. That's a 5 and a 4, guys. Yeah,
Wait,
there you go.
wait,
That's
no,
that's a 4 and a 4.
That's 4 and a 4. That's
It's a
8.
4-4.
So Byron Stingily gives it an 8.
All right.
All right.
An 8. An 8. Lots of 8s tonight. That's interesting.
Perfect.
That's
Love
interesting.
It. All right, so on to the next situation.
All right, on to the next one. What is this next one called?
It is called Standing.
Standing.
Looks like it.
All right, well, it's Talent Tuesday. Next song up is Standing. Get in the chat on Twitch and vote, or tell us how you really feel on Facebook. I can't be in all the chats at once, so I'm sorry. What's up, Mixcloud family and YouTube family? Maybe I'll jump over there, jump off of Facebook, and check out what's going on in those chats. All right, stay with us. It's Talent Tuesday.
Standing.
having a little side conversation. I was getting some history. I was like asking Spen about, I'm like a Madonna fan, so I'm an 80s kid, so I was talking to Spen about music, and he was like, yeah, Jellybean did that, and he said, and Bobby promoted it. And I'm like, even Holiday? And he's like, yes. So I was just having a fan moment over here and singing Madonna songs in the background. But this song, maybe that's because I tuned out, because I didn't really like this song. So I tuned out and started talking about Madonna. So let's, what's up to John Baldry in the chat on Mixcloud? We're in there. Let's listen to, let's check in. Let's check in. We should start with Bobby. What do you think?
All right, go ahead. I'm
sorry. All right.
Don't
Bobby Shaw. We're going to start with you this time.
First of all, this song is no holiday.
It is definitely no holiday.
I think the track is okay. But the song is great title because it stands still. It goes nowhere, the song. Like, if you added actually a couple of lyrics, it might actually be something to contend with. But as it is now, I respect it as a track, but I don't respect it as a song. I give it a 5.
Okay.
Can I make another suggestion?
Of course.
So, when you send me these songs in advance, I would advise anybody who sends a song in to put it on a WAV file as opposed to an MP3.
Amen. Now,
Good
why
advice.
is that, Bobby Shaw? Why would that be?
Sound quality?
You heard it
Plain
from
and
Bobby
simple.
Shaw.
All
He's
right.
recommending you send in a WAV file so we can have better sound quality when you're sending in your demos.
Okay.
All right, let's jump
Sounds
over
good
to Jellybean Benítez.
Hi.
Hi.
For like the first 45 seconds, I was not feeling it, but then as I slowly dissected it, I started liking it. But from a perspective, I feel it. I'm hoping that this is a new producer, or someone new to producing, only because I kind of started getting into the groove, but I can hear that it still needs a lot of work to become something that a DJ would listen to on Traxsource or Beatport and go, oh, I'm going to download this. And then get to the club and go, the dance floor is packed. This is the perfect time to play this song. Because if it went on in its current form, I definitely believe it would clear the dance floor. But I think that the person has a lot of good ideas and he's trying to do a lot of different things as opposed to really focusing and trying to create a groove that moves. It doesn't really have any lyrics. I don't believe the lyric standing helps at all. I'm like, why are you it just, there's so many words in the English language you can use and everyone to use with this particular track. But I do hear that whoever created this to me, it seems like they're trying a lot of different things and not really sure where they should go with it.
Okay.
So, I don't want to give it a number rating because I don't want to discourage this person, but they definitely have potential, but I think they really need to listen to other records that are finished, that are big records, so that they can then compare what they're doing with that record to get a sense of what they would need to do to get this played.
Yeah. And thank you for that advice. Tommy Davis often tells people if you're going in a certain direction and you want a certain sound, listen to other records that are finished, that are successful. Not to steal anything, but really just to kind of immerse yourself in what a good completed sound is. And so that's good advice. Thank you. All right. Since I said Tommy, let's go over to Tom. Tommy.
Yes. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Right. So I want to, Jelly, you said something that's really important. Like, I hope this is a new producer because what's happening in this new age, you don't have to go in the studio anymore. So you have softwares that can do things. And what the software does, and a lot of people, is a misconception, is it'll say this song is in B minor, but all chords don't fit with B minor. So if you don't are not a musician, you might do things like this producer is kind of doing, is stepping out of chord families on in the mix. So that what happens is it makes the strings rub, it makes your transition when you get to the third chord of the bass line, and you have to realize that certain things in music, the software can't tell you. It only can tell you what it's making a general thing about a key of a song, and that is just about one part of that song. So reason why we have to get musicians sometimes is because only a musician can move to the proper chords in a song. So when your bass line is doing this for this 8-bar pattern, your last note is outside of the other 3 notes. So that means that it's not a normal thing. In music, there's not a right or wrong, but there are things that we kind of do because it's pleasing to the ear. If you listen to other 4-bar house records that have that 8-bar thing, you'll notice they kind of do the same thing in it with their patterns. So when you're doing y'all software producers out there, you have to realize that your software is only telling you from this perspective. It's not human. It doesn't have the ear of a musician. So I hear a lot of things in this thing that you'll learn. You'll learn easy to go. If you change that last note in that 4-bar bass line, if you watch where your string is going to play, if it's going to rub against something else, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. You got your vocals in one key, you got your bass in another one, you got your string in another one, and then also, like Jellybean said, you have 3 songs in one song. That thing changed up 3 different times. If you would have just took one and stuck there, because you're a novice, you would have been easier to get along. Every time you take advantage and try to do these outside of your level things, you're taking a chance that it might not work. And I'm not saying not to take a chance on the work, but sometimes rely on other people to come in and say, hey, listen to this. What do you think? Because I play a little bit, but I still go to musicians and say, hey, or I go to Spen, who will slap me in my head and say, yo, that's in the wrong key. He will tell me. For real talk. So you're not doing any tragic mistakes. We're not trying to discourage you. It's just how this business works. It's easier to work when you can work with other people. So it sounds like you're doing this by yourself. I may be wrong, but just this, you're doing it on this show. This is how you perfect things. You go and say, hey, what do you think is wrong? And I like the idea of it. I could traumatize it and make this work. But you want a record that nobody has to traumatize, that is already there. So I like your work. I love your drums. The drums working. The bass line was kind of rocking. So it had a whole lot of elements. I'm going to give you a 7.
All right, a 7 from Tommy Davis. Thank you, Tommy. Mike Freak.
I don't know. I'm just pretty much going to echo what everyone said, but what hit me was what Tommy said, because it felt like there's a whole lot of ideas going on there. So if you could just focus on that one idea and develop it, because it felt like it was 3 different songs and like 3 different keys as well. So if you could focus on one thing and get that thing right, and then build it off of there, as opposed to putting in several ideas in this track, kind of put it a little bit all over the place. So yeah.
All right. And did you score it, Mike Freak?
If I was gonna give this score, it'd be 6.
All right, a 6.
Yeah, the beats are pretty good. I like those beats. So
okay.
But yeah, you just need to
That's
fix a couple
something to
of
work
things.
with.
Yeah.
Okay, Renee, what did the Twitch chat say?
The Twitch family said 77% no.
77% no. Okay, right. And what say you?
Renee says, unfortunately, it did not take me anywhere. It just was very linear. It really didn't do anything for me. So I'm gonna say it's a 5.
All right. Who's up next? Candace?
Or Byron.
Let me see. Is Byron? All right. What do we got from Byron? Are we still doing hands?
Yeah, I think we're still doing hands. I thought he had a 3 up earlier. Is that correct?
What did he say?
I can't tell what he's saying.
Is he muted
He's saying
himself?
A 4?
4. Look, oh, 3.
What did you say? Did he mute himself?
The 3.
Yeah, it's a little microphone. It's a little microphone on there, Byron, that you click.
Oh, you think maybe he muted himself?
Maybe.
Right.
I crack up when you music people can't figure out the technology. I think it's hilarious. I just get a kick out of that one.
Okay, so I think he gave it a 3. Let's
Gave
move
it a
on to
3.
the Duchess.
Candace?
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm just going to echo what everybody has already said, really. I wrote down, I'm going to give it an A for effort. It definitely has the beginnings of something, but it does need a lot of work. And like Tommy and others as well, I heard like 3 different songs within one song. So yeah, I'm going to score this one a 5.
All right. 5 from Candace. DJ Spen.
Man. I like the beats. The bass line was pretty good, even though it kind of wasn't in key. The keyboard, but what I'm hearing is a lot of different parts that could be good with a musician maybe guiding the process. So pretty much what Jellybean said in the grand scheme of it all. So if I had to score it, I'd give it a 6. The beats were rocking though. I give it that.
Well, that's good feedback.
For sure.
All right. So they're not scrapping the whole thing. They got some elements there to work with. All right. Shout out to Jovan Armstrong. What's up, Jovan?
Yeah,
in the
Byron
chat?
says it reminds him of a retro Chicago record. It did. It really did. Like
Okay.
very early on Chicago style record.
Okay.
It does.
All right. All right. James Stark, hello, over on Facebook. All right. Well, we should roll on to track number 3. And
Yeah.
what's this one?
It's called Too Hip.
Too hip?
Yeah.
Let's see how hip it is. Let's see how hip you really are. All right. It's Talent Tuesday. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Hang in with us. was track 3 on Talent Tuesday called Too Hip. Let's get right into this. And I'm looking.
Oh, wait a minute. Gotta say what's up to Susan Estera for the raid. Thank you so much
hey,
for
Susan.
that. DJ
Susan...
Tron Blaze, what's up? Ada Dazzler, Mr. Linden, BB3 Radio, how y'all doing?
Oh, I hope y'all can't hear me eating in my mic. Let me not eat. Okay. What's up, Keith Smith over on Facebook? Giving it a 5. Jovan said not much going on with this one. Can do without the baby sample so much.
Jovan Armstrong, what up, my brother?
All right. Andre Blackman says it's not really going anywhere. It's the same groove. It doesn't get climatic and too repetitive. It has no meaty groove. I give it 3. All right. Let's see if the judges agree with our Facebook judges. Who shall we go to first? Byron Stingily. Let's go with him first. All right.
This is comical.
It is.
Gotta say.
I'll commentate. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, yes.
Right, go ahead.
I give it a 6 because I thought it was going to take off, but it didn't go anywhere. I was ready to take my shirt off, but but I left it on.
All right, we have a 6 to start out from Byron Stingily. Let's go over to Jellybean Benítez and see what feedback he can offer.
Okay. Okay. This song did exactly the opposite of what the song before this did. It really stayed in one place as opposed to making 3 different songs. And here again, it's not something that I would play, but I've been to places where they play this kind of stuff, but it goes somewhere. This kind of just stayed. It was almost like it was a loop. And, the repetitiveness of their hook baby, it got boring after a while. So here again, this could help with maybe a musician or another producer helping them. And also taking, for this person and the person before, if you really think you have a record and we don't know what we're talking about, I would tell you to walk into a club when it first opens, give it to the DJ and have him play it. And ask if he'll play it again when it's crowded. And if he does, right, you can watch the reaction, because that's really one of the things of how I learned to make records, was using my dance floor as a way to monitor what people like and what they don't like. So it needs to go somewhere, but here's the other funny thing. I do a lot of work on film and television and placing songs in media. This is the kind of thing that could work in some club scene in Berlin, and the song's playing in the background, and there's flashing lights and there's dialogue going on, so you could hear what's going on, because it wouldn't get in the way of the picture. So this may work better for a film than I believe it would work for a dance floor right now.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, and that's a good point.
What number would you give it?
5.5.
Okay.
All right. 5.5. Let's go over to Bobby Shaw. Bobby, do you agree?
Well, first of all, I will agree with Jellybean that I thought it was a little boring at times. But I will have to disagree with him on one thing when he said, it might be good for a movie. Yes, it might be good for a movie if it was good. This was not good to me. So I just thought it was boring, went nowhere. And the only advice I would do is I don't know what advice I'd give, perk it up or do something. It just lies flat to me. Just didn't go anywhere.
Okay. Number?
3.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Bobby Shaw. Who else are we gonna check in with?
Let's check with Mike. This will be interesting.
Yeah,
I know
Mike?
this will be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Could you do anything with this?
At the beginning, I was like, "Yo, this is dope. I love the stabs. It's something I could play in Flash." I was like, "Oh, this would work. This is pretty underground." And then I was waiting for something else to happen. Nothing happened. Like the stab kept on going. It just added that baby sample right there, and it kind of like pretty much stayed in that one plane. If it went to different places, yeah, this could rock the dance floor, underground,
Yeah.
dance floor. Well, because it has some like a minimal techie kind of vibe, which is pretty cool, which I really like. But it nothing really happened. It like
Yeah.
at the beginning it was good, like kind of like what Byron said. He was just about ready to take off his shirt. Didn't happen for me too.
Right.
So what's your score on this one?
I'd give it a 6 because the beginning was good. You just need to develop the other parts of it, like I mean a rockin' drum loop, but something that really hits hard would complement that stab. Would be bonkers. So yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Who haven't we heard from? Did we hear from Tommy? Tommy?
Yes.
No. Tommy was translating. We didn't hear
Right.
Tommy's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
He
I'm
was
sorry.
translating.
I'm sorry. That's true.
This is a hard one because of the new clubs. I've been to clubs where this kind of record would kind of work well, and it works well in it because the other DJs play other records like this. So in that set, it fits perfect. You know what I mean? For us people that's more into throwing our head in the speaker or, or choking on baby powder, it might be a little bit of a problem. But because we don't do a lot of drugs and, we don't get a lot drunk, you know what I mean? And we're not under 30. So there are clubs for this. It's kind of hard. It was redundant, but it was on purpose. It was like a purpose kind of thing. It was supposed to be on a journey, on a minimal journey. So it did it kind of well. I mean, I would have loved to see some movement in it. And like Mike said, I was hyped at the first 32. I was like, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I come from Mayday and Detroit stuff, you know what I mean? And I was hoping it was gonna go down that lane. Like please go. Do some Dark May or Model 500, do something like that. But it didn't. It stayed in the new kind of grown and youthful thing where they just kind of can just stay in a linear kind of place. And it serves a purpose. So, I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with any of it. So I'll give it a 6.
All right. 6 from Tommy. Let's check in with Candace.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I noted down, I said, I'm not sure why it's called Too Hip.
Right,
because hip does not, hip doesn't come to mind when I listen to it. I would say maybe cool or deep comes to mind when I hear it. And like Bobby says all the time, the name of the track is really important. And the sample was Baby, but the track is called Too Hip, and they just don't go together. Like Tommy said, there's going to be a place, there's going to be a club that people are going to enjoy this type of track. I don't think that is for us, but I don't think it's bad. And I think that I'm going to give it a 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. Renee Melendez.
So the stream fam said 64% no.
64%. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It was another linear track. There was no changes. There were no breaks. There was nothing that built any kind of excitement. This actually sounds like video music to me, not necessarily. It could go like a club scene or something in a movie, like something.
That's
like
big
that.
money right there, right?
It really sounds like video, like Midnight Ducks, the racing game. This would be perfect in something like that. Some type of auto racing type game. Yes. But for the dance floor, no. What'd you say, Tom?
Okay.
You're right. You know what it reminds me of? A fashion show overseas. The music that they walk to.
Yeah, something that just continues. It had no changes, no breaks, no excitement for me. But there's a market for it. It's just not gonna be in a club.
Okay. All right. So score
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a 5.
5. All right. All right. Did we get everybody on that one?
Think so.
Okay. So
Spen
Yeah, Spen said nothing.
didn't say anything. Oh, you can't slide out of here on that one.
I think what this producer needs to do is go and listen to some records by Ame. Honestly. Because at the very end of the day, this is, I mean, I've heard Ame records very similar to this, but Ame records take off. Like there's a point where the record just takes off and goes somewhere to lift what's going on as the foundation. And I think that that's what the producer really is trying to do with, with using like the vocals and that kind of thing. But I think that you have a good foundation, build on the foundation that you've got and see where it goes. But I would definitely listen to some more deep tech records, especially success. Jellybean just said it. It's like listen to the records that are in the genre that you're going after. Listen to the successful ones and try to not emulate what's there, but try to take the idea and utilize those ideas within the track that you're working on. I think it's a good foundation. It's a 6. It's a 6.
all right.
Hey, Spen, could I add one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to send to y'all, when you producers, when you want to send demos, if you send it to Quantize, you just go listen to some Quantize stuff, and you take the same track, and you just throw a 4/4 beat, open close hi hat, and a snare, and send the same track, and then watch how we get. Just watch.
It's crazy. But yeah, there you go. Simple. It's not brain surgery in the grand scheme of it all. All right.
All right.
Next up is a track that is unnamed.
Yes, unnamed. Take 2.
But it's rocking already.
I know who sent it in, and that was actually their second take. They said, "Oh, since I have time, this is."
All right.
They fixed it. So
all right.
let's see if unnamed is really
let's
fixed.
see where this goes. All right. It's Talent Tuesday. Yeah, movie record, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you made some comments, so I'm going to actually start with you.
You want to start with me?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I absolutely like that. Now that's
Really?
minimal. Yeah, it's minimal. It goes places, but in stages. It's definitely a record that I could hear like Berlin, one of these, you know, in one of these really like dark underground nightclubs at 3-4 a.m. and that's
Well,
That's
it's funny because
rocking.
Andre Blackman said it sounded like opening credits. I think it sounds like closing, and the guys on the horses are just like riding off. You know,
riding
like
off into the sunset.
no, like after they just robbed a bank and got away with it or something, and it's just showing them just like riding. You know, that's what I'm hearing.
That is rock.
And they got the little smile on their face because they stole the money out of the bank and they got away with it. And they're just riding. They just riding.
That is rocking. I mean, it literally sounds like somebody like Ame could have done this. I think I'm not going to give it a perfect 10. I give it an 8, only because of the production. I think the production needs to step up a level.
Okay.
But woo-wee, that's underground. For real. Modern day, right now, underground for that ear hole.
People dance off of that?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
But that's
What?
I mean, like I said, I can hear it in
Here's what I want you to imagine.
A movie
Here's
or
what I want you to
something.
imagine. Imagine a club like Flash, and you didn't go upstairs, but imagine a club like Flash, modern day hippie, just twirling around and just dancing, doing like almost like halfway ballet moves, just in a trance.
Okay.
That's what this does, and it's good for
I
it.
mean, are they all under the influence or something? Then I can see it,
For the
like
most
being
part.
in a trance. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, it's trance dance down.
Okay.
That reminds me of that track you did in row on Unquantum.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It's
Tony
it's
LeBron
something
said
like
they're
that.
on an edible. What's up, Tony LeBron?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But I would never venture, to do something this minimal.
Oh, DJ Tron Blaze. He says, imagine whips and chains. Okay, so they could have used this in 50 Shades of Grey. Right.
I mean, you know who I want to hear? Bobby Shaw. Bobby
Okay,
Shaw. Let's start with Bobby Shaw
let's
first.
see what
Bobby
Bobby
Shaw.
has to
What do
say.
you think? What do you think about that?
I love the music. I like it as it is, but I actually think it actually could be a little better. The one problem I have with it is that to me the track just keeps going as it is. Yes,
Right.
it's beautiful with the music interjections, but I would love to have like a peak and a valley, peak, go up, go down, take me on a little bit more of a journey. But as it is, the foundation is definitely there.
Okay.
8.
Okay. All right.
What number?
7.75.
It's actually better than I thought you would give it, but great.
7.75.
That's good. Good.
Not
good,
too bad.
Good.
Jovan, not happening. He says, who's the producer behind the music? We don't say the producers' names.
Right.
And we asked them not to.
Does he like it? Does that mean he
He
likes
must
it?
like it.
Yeah.
He said, let me
Pretty
add
good.
that track.
Jovan will
We'll call you once we sign
mash.
it. I'm going to text you, Jovan.
He will mash. He will mash the living daylights out.
Shout
of
out
it.
to my cousin Patrice Williamson in the chat. She says this is definitely tripping music.
It is, no doubt, no question.
Okay, who we going to next?
Let's go to Byron, and
Okay.
let's have Tommy do his translation.
Okay, Byron Stingily, you're up. Tommy, be prepared to translate because Byron doesn't have his sound still.
I have to think about it. And what people don't know, I can see what Byron said in my head and in a chat here, in a private chat. He said it had his shirt up to the navel, and it had his shirt all the way up to the navel, and then it turned the turn and went to another direction.
So he put his shirt back on.
So he put his shirt back down. He said he was up on the podium. He said he was up on the podium.
I would blend my sex shoes over. Blend your sex shoes.
That's what he
What?
said.
I'm not liking where the
Oh,
song.
blend. Okay. Give us a. Does he have a number?
Oh, sex shoes.
Oh, the sex shoes. Okay, I understand. Okay, all right, cool.
He would blend it over.
Over
That's
the
what
song,
he's saying.
yeah. All right.
In a mix. Right.
In the mix. Okay.
Okay.
What number would you give it?
Let me think about it.
Yeah, man. I'll think about it for a minute.
We're waiting for a number, B.
He put it in the chat.
I
Did he put it in the chat?
They did. I think he did. Yeah, you know what?
What number did he give it?
7.
7.
I give it a number. I give it a 7. A 7. All right. 7 from Byron Stingily.
7 from Byron, 7.75 from Bobby, and an 8 from DJ Spen. Let's go over to Jellybean Benítez.
So
Hey.
I really liked it. I liked the way it built. I liked the melody that was coming. It still needs like some kind of break, a release of some kind, and then it needs to peak the audience. But my daughter is a DJ, and she plays sort of like Afro tech.
Oh, I'm
new
chewing.
emerging
Sorry.
genre called dark disco, which is kind of what this song plays, like what Bedouin would play, or Damien Lazarus, or Solomon.
You say this genre is called dark disco?
Kind of. I'm still figuring out what it exactly means, but it's kind of techie, and kind of has those sort of Giorgio Moroder and Cerrone kind of arrangements.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not even a genre yet on Beatport or TrackSource, but that name's been being thrown around a lot in the last 6 weeks since I've been going to Ibiza. But I like the track. I would give it a 7.5. I do believe it needs some kind of break and some build up to something. But I liked all the layers. I think it's very well done and well produced.
Okay.
And I think they're onto something here. Although I don't believe it's finished yet.
Right. Totally agree. Totally agree.
All right. Did we check in? We need to check in with who else? We got
Renee.
Jellybean.
Me.
Tommy.
Renee Thomas and Candace.
Tommy, go.
Okay. You know, in vampire movies, when they get to the end and if they didn't kill all the vampires,
Is everyone dead at this point, Tommy? Is there just the one? Is there just the one person that's not a vampire walking down the street alone?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, the hero won. I have bought songs because of movie soundtracks that had that kind of music in it.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I liked it a lot. Me, I'm a Tool DJ, and it had several points that I could use in a set. You know what I mean? Because everything can't be one way. It's better if you tell a story by using different kinds of songs to tell a story when you need to move, especially when your set is over an hour. You know, nowadays, DJs, we're on the bills with 10, 11 DJs. You don't have a chance to tell a story. You can barely get a phrase, a fragment sentence in because there's so many DJs on the lineup. But this would be great because it has that longevity. When after you've been in a club for 4 or 5 hours, you need something to actually come down a little bit and still be hype. And I liked it for that. I really did. I liked it for that. And speaking, since this is Talent Tuesday on Quantize show tonight.
Right. It is. No doubt.
I really like this. I think this will do well with it, and with Jovan's mix, it's going to be killer. So, coming soon to you. I give it an 8.
Give it an 8. All right. Nice. All right, Renee.
So the Twitch fans gave it 68% yes.
Okay.
So that was good. That was favorable. I actually like this. It seems really underground, really gritty. Like, I agree with what Spen said. You know, seeing people like just, you know, stomping and twirling, you know, just, you know, aimlessly around the room, enjoying themselves. It can use some work, like Jellybean said. It can use some changes and some breaks in it to, you know, break up a little bit and take the dancer on a journey. So I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a 7.
All right. A 7 from Renee. Let's check in with Candace. Is Mike Freak still here?
No, Mike's gone.
He's gone to a show. Okay. Sorry, Candace. Go ahead.
That's all right, no worries. Yeah, I wrote down that it's very different. I even put down the words refreshing. I also agree that it's a track. This is the type of track that I would hear in a film more than anything else. For me, I agree with Jellybean. I feel like there should be some sort of like breakdown. And I also wrote down, for my taste, it should have like, I think like tougher beats or tougher drums kind of thing, just for my taste. And when I went to Paris, they did like Vogue dancing in like the club, and I could see like those type of people like enjoying a track like this as well. It's kind of different, very alternative, and I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right.
All right.
All right. Did we get everyone?
I think we did.
All right. Not too bad on that one. Something a little bit different. And Tommy says coming to Unquantized. So we'll see what happens. We are up to track number 5. Are we at number 5?
Yes, we are.
All right. We've got 2 more tracks for you tonight. This next one, what is it?
It's called
Go
Uh-Oh.
Go Uh-Oh.
Oh, I'm scared already. It's time
Yeah,
to
I've listened to it.
Oh no, we're going back and forth again. So you didn't even know I knew your friend. Whoa, didn't know I knew about your little friend. Whoa, so let's just get serious. I'm getting quite a bit curious about us. You make me so delirious. Seriously, tell these petty lies to these sucking type of guys. So I'ma just go. You didn't even know. Baby, sometimes people make mistakes. You and I will never be a sure thing. She said she really need a man. God, goodness, girl, you acting like she want a best friend. They say she's like a doorknob, everybody gets a turn. But if you don't use your glove, then you're sure to get burned. So, you didn't even know, baby. You didn't even know, baby. This is for all the ladies who just can't help.
Wait a minute. Why you turned it to You didn't even hear what he said. This is for all the ladies. Wait a minute. Wait,
It's not for all the ladies, because not for me.
All the ladies who just can't help but to give it up. So guys, listen out for him.
Wait a minute.
You have to research your labels. And I just want to tell you all the backstory. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I did listen to like the first 5 seconds. I was like, okay, maybe something else is coming. So when this was sent to us, to our submission mailbox, there's an auto response that says, this is Talent Tuesday and all the rules and everything, and you're submitting, you're agreeing, blah, blah, blah. And write us back if you're not, that was a mistake. So I wrote back to the person, I guess a few days ago, and said, this is scheduled for Thursday. And she said, what do you mean scheduled? That should have been a warning. So I wrote back, this is Talent Tuesday. Did you mean to submit? And she said, oh yeah, somebody told me to submit my song.
Okay.
So I thought, okay. I really, like I said, I listened to the first few seconds. I thought maybe, I did hear the beginning, but I said, well, maybe it's going to switch up and it's going to get a little houseified somewhere. But I didn't know. So I don't think we can really fairly, evaluate this song. It's not what we do. We wouldn't sign it even if it's a great production. So yeah,
But
all right.
let's see.
Oh,
I'm interested in hearing two
Now
things.
he wants to see. Let me
Two
see.
things.
Hold on. Let me see what Jeffrey
Because-
C
because
says.
Phil-
Jeffrey C, what do you say in the chat? What's up,
All
Jeffrey
right,
C?
and in the meantime, while we're waiting for Jeffrey to respond, Bobby Shaw.
You know, I don't know what to think about this one. I sat here like scratching my head, like, what are they trying to say? I don't know. It's just weird to me, that song. Look, if it was up to me, if you said to me, should you sign it or not sign it, I would say no.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Jeffrey C says, nope, not for me.
Right. Byron says it needs a Drake mix.
DB510 says, does it need more cowbells?
Oh my.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah, I guess it's not even really fair to judge.
It's not fair.
Really,
it's not
honestly.
fair for us to.
Wait. Producer, like Kelly said, you should research the label of what we kind of put out before you send your demos out to different places, because you're bound to get rejections if you don't know where you're sending it.
Yeah.
So
because now that person, I mean, maybe they do dance music, but I basically like block when we get music that's like, so I just block, because you know we get constant the promos and stuff, so I'll just block it if it's a person sending stuff that's not relevant. So it does pay to, and sometimes I can tell based on the, you know, what they type, that they're just sending it to whatever label they can find an email address for.
Right.
Which is interesting, because that specific email address is not really published anywhere for anything except Talent Tuesday. And she did, you know, respond back and say, oh, someone told me to submit my music. Okay. So maybe she just didn't know what kind of label she was submitting it to, but it still pays to care about your craft enough to, you know, that's like me. I wouldn't submit my resume to any old firm, any old agency. You know, I'm going to make sure that place fits in with what I do, my values, that kind of thing. So that's just my 2 cents. Take it or leave it, but I won't be opening your emails again. So let's move on to
the label. We couldn't do nothing for your record. We don't have an audience.
No, we can't do. I mean, and it might be really good for you know, and that's the whole point. You wouldn't want us to release it. Our people aren't going to want to listen to it, so we wouldn't do it justice.
Right.
And it's unfair to you, and it makes people say, "What's up with Quantize? Spen and Tommy getting senile? What are they releasing?" So it's really no good for any of us, because this is not what we do, and our base is not going to buy it.
Right.
And so it's just not a good fit all the way around.
No,
all right.
Send it to Beyonce.
Send it to Beyonce. Right. She might be going into that next. So
okay. All right.
Okay.
Move on.
Number 6, last but not least, let's hope we are going to go out with a bang. Which one is this? This
is called Be My Wife.
Be My Wife.
All right.
Okay, now let's
hear that, Byron.
check
It's
it
called
out.
Be My Wife.
Be My Wife. It's Talent Tuesday. Stay with us and let us know how you feel about our last track of the night.
Good night, Bobby.
Just one look in your eyes, you felt like ever smiling. waited for you, baby. And I can have this color, baby, baby. I want you to be my wife, marry me, baby. So I want you to be my wife forever and a day. I want you to be my wife. Will you marry me? Will you marry me, baby? Is all I want. Is all I ever want. Yeah. Would you marry me? I wanna have my kids with you. I wanna grow old with you. Spend my whole life with you, baby. 'Cause if I've got you, I've got everything I ever wanted. Baby, be mine for the rest of my life. I promise to make you happy for the rest of my life. I want you to be my wife, marry me, baby. So I want you to be my wife forever and a day. I want you to be my wife. Will you marry me? Is all I want. Is all I ever want. Yeah. Would you marry me?
Okay. Okay. Be my wife.
What is going on?
Oh boy.
What is the sound? Bring it down.
You can do it. What you mean? Where's the
Okay.
sound? It's right there. You got
All right. Let's start with our guest since this is the last song of the night. Jellybean, what did you think of this song, Be My Wife?
When I heard the title, I was expecting a ballad, like something that would be played at every wedding. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then it started, and I realized obviously wasn't a ballad, and then I kept waiting for like the song to start, the lyrics tell the story about why this woman should be convinced to be your wife. And that didn't happen either. So I kind of tuned out when that happened.
Yeah.
And it felt more like a demo that someone was they had an idea for the song, and I have a feeling they did the track before they did the vocal. Be My Wife, I think, could be a big wedding song record. So I don't even know what to rate it, because it sort of took a left turn and didn't signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me. So it's not something that I connected to.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Bobby, do you agree?
Bobby's gone.
Oh, Bobby's gone.
He has
He's gone.
tickets. What does he have
Right.
tickets to?
He had
Lion
tickets
Lion King.
to
Yeah,
Lion King. I should be in New York with Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Membership has its privilege.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook up with Bobby soon and go to see a show. So, what did you think?
The positive aspects. Whoever sang it can sing. The singing was good.
Okay.
I think that. Man, I agree with Jellybean. This is supposed to be a song called "Be My Wife." I'm looking for more of a love vibe, romantic vibe. For that, I think the track was way too fast. I think we were looking at 130 beats per minute. For what we do, that record could probably work well at 120. I did not like the music.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but the one positive, the singing was okay, pretty good. The person can sing. A 4.
Okay. All right, Tommy, did you agree with that?
I actually like the song. It's just that I think of music, and especially in dance, in a club. So most people that are in a happily that are either in a club aren't trying to get married. So
He said most people in the club are not trying to get married.
Okay.
So when you think about it in that concept, is that a lot of people don't if a lot of people produce club music that don't go to clubs, and so therefore if you listen to the common themes in a club, it's more about leaving a marriage. You know what? I hate you.
Or just having a good time.
Right.
Just having a good time.
But in content with the song was a great song, and I think it illustrates two principles. One is that house can bend in any format, so you could do a country song and make it a house record. You can do an R&B song and make it a house record. You can do a gospel song and make it a house record. They're perfect in what's happening right now. Right now, we're starting to see house be spread out into other genres. So the world is starting to realize that house is not limited to jack your body. It's now expanded so anybody can do it. So this guy probably will be picked up, and I can hear this on the radio, and it become a very big wedding record because of it. You know what I mean? So it's just not what we do at all. We're trying to keep marriages that's already together, right? Y'all spinning, Kelly? So it's not the kind of thing. It's not for us, even though it was a great attempt to make a great R&B song into a house track. You know what I mean? Which I think he did well. He said, you know what? I took a song I already had and made it into a house record. You know what I mean? And somewhere in Iowa or somewhere or something like that, this might be a hit. It might be a real big record. When we speak, I think we're speaking from urban areas, which are a little bit aficionados in dance, but there's a lot of areas that don't have nightclubs that, you're sitting in a bar and, and you watching people ride on an electronic bull, and then you say, I like that record playing. And it'll be perfect. It's going to be a pretty big record, whoever did it. I think you got a hit song. It's just not for us. I give you a 5.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy. All right, let's check in with Candace.
Oh, thank you very much. I like the singer. I think that he can sing. I like the song. It started off a little bit wobbly, I wrote down, but it got there. If my significant other was to use this song to ask me to marry him,
you would be like, try again, buddy. Come back with a bigger ring and a better song.
Well, yes. I'll give you an A for effort, and then I will have to find a way to let him down really gently. That's not the one. No, I'm teasing. I really like the song. I think Byron put it in our chat earlier that it needs a different mix. So the song needs to be on a different mix. And then I could actually see it somewhere. Remember, I did a love compilation, so could fit on there if it had a different mix on it. So I'm only gonna give this one a 5.
Right.
I think a different vibe altogether. I think it's at 130 beats per minute. You take it at halftime. That to be what? I don't even know. Where's my math? But anyway, you halftime it. I don't like you.
He knows I do not. Yes. I don't do math.
We don't do any math around here. Yeah, math.
The only math I know is my money right in my bank account.
Right. So bottom line is, you could halftime that record and probably make it into a really nice love song. It's crazy, but that probably could happen.
Like what? Like The Way You Love Me?
No, not like The Way You Love Me. Like a Jodeci record.
Like real. Come and talk to me.
Yeah, but I mean, that kind of a track with this would work probably really well.
Okay.
But that's that's really putting it there. Byron Stingily.
Where's Byron? What does he
think? He is yawning.
What does he think about this?
I don't know.
He's yawning. That's never a good sign when you're reviewing someone's work and you're yawning. Byron, Tommy, what is he saying in the chat?
He said it's a great song and needs a better mix.
Okay.
It needs a better mix. If the same song had Afro beats on it or some down tempo vibes and like you said, bring it down to at least 118, then you would have the people that would really appreciate it more. So I think that's what Byron means.
That's what he's saying.
Right, B? Yeah.
Can't tell. We really can't tell. Renee, what's up?
It's funny. The Twitch fam has Renee apparently gone down memory lane. I see people posting slow jams, and somebody posted Shalimar, The Lover in You. That's a good one. What did they say, Renee? What was the percentage?
They said 81% no.
81% no. Okay, so somebody liked it though.
It's one.
Okay, what did you say, Renee? What do you think can happen with this?
Clearly, this person did not go to Jared for that ring.
No, they didn't go to Jared for the ring.
No. This was definitely a no for me. I would actually give this a 4. I wasn't feeling it at all. I think the message, it had a good message, but it missed the mark in so many areas. And I agree with Spen with the tempo. So definitely something worth revisiting and possibly reworking the entire song.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That does it. All right. Since Byron,
Are you?
Drop your pitch. Drop your pitch all the way you can. Drop the.
What, on this record?
Drop your pitch.
On the last record.
The last record.
Okay. Wait a minute here. Let me see here. If I can get back to it. Hold on.
He moved on from that.
Yeah, I moved on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Let me see what we got here. All right. Be My Wife. I don't know. Let's see. It could work. It could work. I mean, you had to. You had to use your imagination to see through it. But I mean, it could work.
It's a no for me.
It could work.
It's a no. I mean, when I think of slow jams, I'm getting old now. So my ideas of love music is like, I need to hear the
yes, I know.
95.9 on
right.
Late at night.
Right.
Like it used
more
to
like
be.
HUR late at night,
yes.
like it used to be.
Yes.
Right.
What's his name? Manzi Pullen.
Yeah. And I can't get down that low, but yeah.
Yeah.
Golly, you didn't like Angel? ANGEL. Liquid Deep.
She don't know.
I don't know that song. What's that song? Who is it by? Who is Liquid Deep? Do I know them?
It's a lost cause, bruh. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You already know. If I really like the I would know it.
Yeah,
so I
she
guess
would
I probably don't like it, or maybe I never heard of it. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
You
she'll know it when she hears it.
You have it on one of your things?
Yeah, we produced it.
Oh, it's on our label?
No, well, yeah, it is actually. We like
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, I'll just go into the Dropbox and take a listen.
Yeah. All right. So since Byron couldn't talk,
We got a Byron song?
yeah, we got a Byron
Is this
song.
a new song?
Yes, this is a new track.
Because we've already dropped Facebook, because somebody's got something in their music. Facebook dropped. Is this
All right.
coming out?
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
So yeah, it's coming out very, very soon. And it is called A Girl Named Phil. Now, I want y'all to listen to the songwriting here. Listen to
Whose label
this.
is this on?
Not ours.
Come back, oh come back. Ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Come back, ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Come back, ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Come back, ba, 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 da, da. Come back, oh come back. Come back, ba, 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 da, da. This can't be real. This can't be real. My girl is gone. Let's go back where the story began. Switched it up and life became fine. I woke up feeling less than a man. My girl is gone, and I don't understand. I feel betrayed, taken by a friend. Let's go back to where the story began. There was someone I met at work. We were close, we shared all our dirt. Feel into my girl and ran it all back. Switched it up and lies became facts. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. Never thought my girl would go. Must have been some things that I didn't know. She always said that she was strictly. This is crazy, like the whole world tricked me. I'm feeling bad, and if that ain't enough, feel talking wild and talking tough. Feel, keep talking stuff. Now I don't hit women, but me and Phil might knuckle up. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. Like a friend I had dreamed. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. Can't believe she's gone. This can't be real. This can't be real. She left me for a girl named Phil. Come back, oh come back.
my wife the right way, because this girlfriend left him for a girl named Phil. So now he's got to find somebody to be his wife. I like it. I like it.
It's very original songwriting.
It's different, and I'm
very original.
And it tells a story. We talk about telling a story. I was listening to the words. What? So I like it. Well, I pretty much like. I like Byron singing. So
do I.
Yeah, I think
it's great. And now he's gone. Where'd he go?
Byron's gone. It's late. We're about to say goodnight to our family.
Yes, we are.
We have to say thank you so much to the one and only Jellybean Benítez.
Where you at, Jellybean?
We're so honored. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I had fun.
I'm glad. I hope you'll return one day.
Yes,
I mean, to be honest, I mean, you know, when we have people of your caliber on the show, you always lay down some really good, solid, sound advice. So, you know, we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Man. Totally.
Absolutely.
I was sitting here thinking about being my wife, and I just was thinking, like, what if Luther had sang that, or Prince?
Man, can you imagine?
Yeah, well,
I mean, Luther made people want to be his wife.
Right. You know.
I mean, that would have been a massive hit for decades.
Yep.
I think so. You know, and the facts is that, you know, he was a master at taking fast records and making you feel them and want to cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a master.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I think they're onto something there. They need to tweak it. For me,
I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just to recap, I really liked the first song, and I liked the song that didn't have a name.
Okay.
The unnamed track.
Gotcha.
Right. Which somebody's like, oh, you should go out on that. Maybe we will.
I think a lot of people like that track, so that's good. All right, well, we're going to go out on that one. Thank you, Jellybean. Thank you to our team for being here. Shout out to Lexi Spen.
Yes, what's up,
Executive
Lexi?
Assistant. She's in the chat, as always, holding it down. Shout out to Emma Peak, to Gianni Jr., to Adam Reinhardt. I was about to say his name wrong. All of our team, the Quantas team. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Hey, for people in the local area, Byron is coming to Baltimore to play at the Safari on the 14th of August.
Is he now?
Okay, all
right. 14th of August, Byron Stingily will be in Baltimore. 1 month later, we will host the Quintessential Soul Festival.
Correct.
We've got Mike Dunn, DJ Spen, Tommy Davis, Ultra Nuts.
Nobody knew about Mike Dunn. You just got Mike Dunn.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. I don't even know. We've got Renee will be in the house. Mike Freak will be in the house.
There's still another DJ that's going to be
We've got DJ
coming.
Biscuit and DJ Technique in a back-to-back set. I will be
Yeah,
there
that's
right
gonna
up
be good.
front for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
It's going to be a really great festival.
KW Griff
Griff in the VIP
in the
room.
VIP, and who knows, you know, he get loose, he'll do whatever he wants to do. So that'll be
That's going to be really good. 1 month later, we are finally wrapping up our 10-year. We've been celebrating 10 years all year long. We'll be at the Ministry of Sound with DJ Ray on PA. We got Fruity and Richard Burton from Jasper Street Company.
Right.
We got Paris Svet. We've got Kenny Carpenter.
Not to even mention the big. She ain't say Crystal Waters, Barbara Tucker, none of that.
I mean, love the ladies. I'm talking about who I like. Kenny Carpenter. I'm going to leave Kenny Carpenter's set. I'm going to go check out my girl Renee Melendez. I'm going to be up front for Candace because I know she is going to bring it. Spen, I can hear anytime. Tommy, anytime. Sean McCabe and Groove Assassin back to back. I want to check them out. I've never seen them live. Who else?
Man.
What's the other little guy's name?
What other little guy?
I forgot. But Adam Reinhardt from our team is going to be there.
He's going to be
excited.
There. Did you mention Ricky Morrison, Booker T?
Ricky Morrison, Booker T.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to
really be off the chain.
Thank you all for partying with us all year. Our kid is coming in, which means it's time.
It's probably time to go. Yeah.
So peace in the valley,
peace in the city,
and peace to your soul. Sarah, would you like to say hello?
Say hi to somebody.
Say hi, Yes, she says hello. All right, everyone. Much love to you. We are going on hiatus. The show will be back in September. When?
September 13th. We'll be
September
back September
13th. We will be
13th.
back.
And yeah, we're gonna. I can't
Okay,
come to you
Daddy's
at the moment.
coming one
I'll be
moment.
up there
Can
in
you
a
go
minute.
have a seat? Thank you.
I forget who we're gonna have on September 13th.
But
now.
we'll be back
But yeah,
September 13th.
but we'll be back.
So if you sent in music, we're holding it, and we'll contact you before airing it. But look for us to return on the 13th. We love you all. Peace out.
See ya.